Um, we could go back into the basement.
The
Okay.
hell basement.
Yeah, the hell basement.
Yeah, I want to talk to that guy.
No, okay, let's not go in the base.
No, it's cool. Like we can go back. Do
Are
you
you
want to
gonna
talk
go
to your
talk?
mom still?
I'm not gonna say that's not something that I've been completely putting off as much as possible, but
You also don't have to.
I mean, Colette might have some stuff that she wants to ask. She was a bit closer to her than I was.
I thought you asked Colette last week amongst all the chaos, and she was like, "No, I'm good." But
Yes,
I mean, that was
during
she
all.
changed her mind.
during the week that you've been resting, Colette has made her move out of the city, and alongside Walder, gone to
She's
Silverhaven.
already gone?
Yes, gone to Silverhaven
Gee.
to visit with your father.
Chris, during
Uh,
this week, could I have made 3 more potions of comprehension?
Sure. Perfectly adequate way to spend your time.
also during this week, I would have told Elray gradually everything that happened, and also for him to keep an eye out in Silverhaven for Colette so they can go hang out. And so he can hang out with my dad.
I was gonna say he's not there. Are you telling him to go?
I'm like, hey, my sister's gonna be in Silverhaven. So is my dad. You should go like meet with them for a couple of beers or something.
Sure.
I invite him to a show of my dad's.
Also,
I'm parent tripping though.
go ahead.
He says he'll think on it.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. I really should have put this in the chats, but I'm just thinking it all of it now. Can I also spend this week like figuring out where I could find like just like asking around or whatever. I just want to find a real good chronomancer to perhaps
You
meet.
know you know who I bet is a really good chronomancer? I'm just saying this off the dome. Draken Boss.
We don't know that
Crazy.
for sure.
Um,
Oh, no, go
there,
ahead.
I was gonna say, if you spend a couple of days kind of asking about town, some people do point you in the direction of the Ashenmore, where the Lexi Conclave sits, where Dunk is currently visiting. Though none remark with any degree of confidence that they know that there's a chronomancer there, simply because the Lexi Conclave is so secret. But actually, hold on one second.
Why are we calling them chronomancers and not time wizards?
Time with it.
Because they're called chronomancers. I have to remember the name of this.
Time wizards.
Blue eyes white dragon.
Baby Drake.
Baby dragon. I'd suggest dessert.
That's a deep cut.
I play pot of it's pot of greed, just desserts, and time wizard and blue eyes white dragon. Those are the four cards I know.
Hey, is Randy gone?
No,
I
I
guess
had to
we'll
get
be
that.
back.
I'm
Oh,
good.
okay. You may have also, in your time walking around the city, kind of going door to door, you might have been pointed to Wizzle von Waslow, who operates the Waslow Tower, which is just outside of the Emberholm Palace, which is the
Do
central
other people
palace.
pronounce it Raslo?
No, it's Waslow.
Okay.
Wizzle, specifically Wizzle von Waslow. And people, and if you kind of mention this to Branwen, she would also know that it is kind of like a traditional, like not a school per se, but visiting witch and wizard will attend to Wizzle von Waslow's tower to pick up new scrolls. It's a mega shop. It's a place for learning. Kind of like if there are conferences for witchers and wizards, it's probably going to be at Wizzle von Waslow's tower.
Oh my god, it's the Radisson of Isla Sarah.
Pretty much,
The
yeah.
Waz, the Waddle,
The Waddison.
The Waddison.
Guys, I think I'm starting to have a good time at Wizzle von Waswo's tower.
That was very well done.
Okay. Well, then maybe if you guys want to go to the descent, I don't have to. I don't have to talk to that demon.
But don't you want to?
I do, but well, we got time. We could do both. Yeah,
We could do both.
I'll go with you guys.
I also have to like stop by a court at some point and try to get a meeting with somebody.
What?
Yeah, I have to talk to Alara Swan and get her a meeting with Luna Margaster. That was
Can't
something
remember
I was asked.
As you say that, Cena just goes,
I'll turn a little bit red and be like, yeah.
God.
and Cena goes, "What kind of justice is this for, or is it just her?"
Well, you know, it's about gold leaf and the importation of subpar quality gold leaf into the city, so I think that's
Yes, trade
a justice
negotiations.
issue. Yes.
Phantom Menace, truly.
I don't understand your reference.
I think that was pretty good.
That was very good.
Thank
I
you.
do understand your reference.
Thank you. I can't remember off the dome. Do I know Alara Swan?
You're familiar with her. She is the Countess of the Amber Fields, so pretty high up there.
In like the hierarchy of things, where it's like Countess of the Amber Fields, like but like Green Knight's up here, yeah.
You're on a different graph.
I'm that much more important.
Again, I can't remember off the dome. Would she be somebody that now that Amar is back and Gwen is gone, she would be a little she's feeling uncomfortable right now, or was she a goodie?
She was, for all that you would understand, you never knew her to be a baddie. Is the right answer to that question.
Okay.
And so the people who rid Hylicera of Gwen and restored, with the king's help, the king should probably be able to get a meeting with her.
I can go with you.
You should. Last time I was in the palace, it went poorly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Fine.
so
It's fine.
pit first, yeah.
We could pit first.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does
Alright.
everybody want in the pit exactly?
I mean, you need to find more Gwen stuff.
Yeah, I want to go down there and just make sure like she's really gone and like there's not like a second Heartstone or anything.
I mean, I might be able to find more stuff about,
No.
Cena goes, "Yeah,
almost
even I
getting
need
sent to hell."
clarification there."
Yeah. No, I thought that didn't need clarification, but whatever.
Okay.
I want to talk to that mega demon because I think it'd be fun. I think they'd probably provide some interesting conversation.
I just
Oh,
go ahead,
one
Bree.
thing that I feel like I should mention now that we're going into once again a dangerous-ish place. If I die in a fight, don't worry about it.
We
Except
haven't
if
been.
I except if the hell demon kills me if I fall in the pit.
I just want to say, as the DM, I feel like this is an important conversation for you to have with Cena and not have off screen. So I would just
Okay,
like to
then I'll not
articulate
do that.
Yeah. Sorry, we didn't talk about that beforehand, but I think that is
Oh
important.
my god.
You can't just like write off that you had it. in the
Okay.
past 5 days.
Let's go to the help.
I also an important conversation to have with Cena, but that can wait till the end.
Oh my god,
Of, like all
girly.
this stuff.
Okay. All right. So you.
Can I Sorkin a little bit?
Sure. You're all
Yeah, we
heading
can
out
sort 'em.
into the city and walking
Yeah.
towards the.
I am just curious, Randy, if you
Yeah.
are worried about how Adara might be taking you going to this hell pit and also not doing what she wants.
Oh, I am doing what she wants. I'm doing what she wants. What I want. What I want. What she wants.
Mm.
What she wants in my way, in the way that I'm doing it.
I am not entirely convinced by that.
Adari's kind of really scary.
Oh, she is. Well, she's nice. She's pretty cool sometimes. She's just like not a fan of me because she. I guess I didn't tell you this. Well, she did not like choose me. Like I was not her first choice. I wasn't even her second choice. It was kind of like I was the guy that was there. So like, yes, I am the chosen one, but I'm also like just a guy that she gave superpowers to for getting rid of Seraphel reasons, which will happen. It's just going to be in a way that's not so violent. Is the plan?
I mean, there also was the time that she was just like suffocating me for no reason.
Who did that? You were
Adara,
suffocated?
like a couple days ago. Yes!
Oh shit! I'm sorry. That wasn't cool of her. You want
Your
me to
conversation was so long.
do you want me to talk to her about that? That's fucked up. I'm sorry.
Not notice.
No, I can talk to her. I can like
No,
tell her that
please
wasn't
don't.
cool.
Please don't.
No, it really wasn't cool. I'm pissed. That sucks.
How did you not notice? I was there the whole time.
I'm sorry. I was distracted by
We had like a 5-minute long conversation at least.
you didn't breathe for 5 minutes? Damn.
Yeah, it really sucked. I lost a lot of hit points. Theoretically.
What's a hit point?
Oh, but I felt like I had to like quantify my life
Pain.
health.
Yeah.
Okay.
Each of you can make a perception check.
8.
Dirty 20.
17.
Okay. Branwen, as you're walking and kind of arguing with Randy, you're kind of like walking towards the Ashen Moor in that general direction. You're throwing your hands around, arguing with Randy, expressing the pain that you were in. And as you kind of like roll your eyes at one of his responses, you catch like someone who seems to be like you've seen them now multiple times on your walk to the Ghent. I was about to say the Ghent apartments. That just feels a little peculiar. At your first glance, like very quickly, they kind of fall back into the crowd. You're not really able to discern who they might be, but you get the sense that you're being followed.
Immediately telepathically give Cena a little nudge. Hey, we've got a tail.
She will slink off from the group.
So cool.
Where's Cena
Where'd your-
going?
Yeah, where'd your wife
She's-
go?
We're being tailed. I say that telepathically into their heads.
Oh.
Who? And I turn around and I look around.
Jesus Christ.
Make a perception.
I can't reach Randy's head. I just shove him back to facing forward.
You can make a perception check at advantage, Randy.
Yeah.
Did I recognize the person at all?
You saw them too quickly. If you're following Randy's lead, you can attempt a history check to discern who they
I
might
got
be.
a
No,
20.
I do not.
I got a
Okay.
24.
Randy, you have 100% seen this person before, but you're not like super familiar with why you know them. You just remember that Branwen was worried about them.
I roll a history check or something.
Yeah, you can make a history check to see if you remember.
Okay. I got a nat 1.
You don't remember a thing, but what you do see is the person kind of freeze as they look at you, and you notice a young spring eladrin bearing a lily on intricate leather armor.
Those little.
I'm going to walk over there.
Imps.
She kind of clams up as you approach her, but like she frantically looks around. And just you're walking through a normal crowded street, and like sees all the people. Her hand immediately shoots down to her sword, and then just sees all the people and gives up. Just, all right, you fucking spotted me, but I'll still cut you all the same. What the fuck did you do with Tulip?
Tulip. Who is that?
Ah, I ain't no fool, so tell me here and now, or I'll you fly boy.
Fly boy. Oh, because of the. That's
Oh yeah,
good.
you have wings now. I
That's
still think
funny.
there's
So
Do the
I
rest of
don't
you
know where.
approach, or are
yeah,
you
yeah.
okay? She's look at that. Good, you found me. Here to kill me too, then.
No.
Not
Why
unless
would
you
we be
deserve
doing
it.
that?
What did you say, brother?
Why would we be doing that?
Don't play dumb with me. I know that it was yous. We tailed you out there, watched you visit that stupid cabin, and then Tulip's gone. So it must have been you or your Where's your furry friend? Where's the blonde bitch? I know it was one of you.
She's right behind you.
Fuck me.
Oh, she's right behind me, isn't she?
I knew. So just tell. Listen, this ain't worth it. Ain't worth the money. So you tell me where the fuck she is, and we'll get the hell out of your dodge.
We
Simple
don't
as
have
that.
her.
If you don't have her, then
Oh,
where is
no.
she?
Okay. No, fair
I
enough.
don't know.
I'm gonna cast Scry on her. On Tulip, who I assume I have met.
I mean, you've met.
Can I sense that
Shh.
Randy is casting scrying?
I don't say it explicitly.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
not
Does it have
really.
I
verbal,
was gonna say
somatic,
she
and
looks
material
exactly the
components?
same.
But
She
you
looks
do.
exactly the same, so it's
You
quite
know that
easy.
they're twins, so yes, you
Yeah.
could theoretically.
I suppose you could tell that I'm casting Scry because you've seen me do this before.
Yes, you are able to. Hold on 1 second. The you can see Randy's eyes kind of glow a soft white, and like underneath the color of the white, they kind of dart back and forth as if he's looking through the known realm to understand where Tulip might be. But unfortunately, Randy, your scry returns no result. They are not on this plane of existence.
I'm sorry to say, I think Tulip might be dead,
Wait,
She kind of takes
maybe
or at least like gone, like not on this plane.
let me. Can I message Elray
Sure.
with
Uh,
our sending stone?
you can, but I just want to flag you. You see her getting like she's kind of breathing in and out very quickly. Like her breath starts to hitch a little bit. She's kind of like frantically looking around. There's little beads of sweat appearing.
I'm just gonna put a hand on her shoulder.
Don't fucking.
And we didn't do anything. We're trying to help right now. Give us a second. I
Fine.
cast sending to Elray with my little rock, our little rocky talkie.
Rocky talkie. Nice.
Hey girl,
Sure.
hey. A couple weeks for us / months for you. Have you seen a young Eladrin, blonde, wears a lily on her armor?
Tulip.
Tulip on her armor, sorry.
Get it?
I said it correctly to him. She's over with you. Let me know her sister's looking for her. What you wearing? Go hang out with my dad.
He answers and just, there have been no reports of any of your kind or people coming through the known gateways, but I'll certainly keep an eye out from them. But if it's been weeks, I'm afraid the answer is very likely no. I'm wearing a new pajama set that I just purchased. Perhaps I will visit, but there's much to attend to here.
Oh my god, guys, I already got a new pajama set.
As you say that,
Okay,
she
my
goes,
friend
"Oh,
has
for fuck's sake, where's Tulip?"
my friend that keeps an eye on one of the gates between the planes has not seen her, but she could be over there, maybe.
Yeah, or she's dead.
Whoever did it descended on us like a shadow, knocked me out good, and I wake up and Tulip's gone. I've been keen to kill you from the start, but I will let bygones be bygones if you let me find her. Help me find her.
Wait, say that first part again?
Whoever it was descended upon us like a shadow. We were watching the cabin. No, I mean, it was by your camp. Outside the cabin. We were picked off from there.
And where did you wake up? Just there?
I tried to fight them off, but they knocked me out.
What were they like?
I didn't really see them.
Did you smell them?
No, I said they knocked me out quick. I heard Tulip fighting. I would know if she was dead.
I'm gonna send a quick sending to, or cast a quick message to Cena. Hey, did you kill? Did you kill that one girl?
Cena behind her just goes,
Checking.
"No."
Okay, cool. Just checking. Um, Could've
I'm
been
sorry to
Autumn.
hear about Tulip. That's that sucks. I'm sorry.
Also, who paid you to follow us?
She's looking for her sister. No one paid her right now. Well, at some point, somebody
Well,
paid her.
somebody was paying her before that.
Spring.
Wasn't being paid. It was a contract. I'm surprised
That's
we're
being
the
paid.
first one that you've encountered. Unless you're killing them. So if you kill Tulip, just tell me fucking now. So at least you
We
can
didn't
kill
kill
me too.
Tulip.
I cast Zone of Truth on all of us. Seems like this is an easier way to do it.
Fine.
I failed on purpose.
Yeah, me too.
I wouldn't roll, but if I, I'll roll anyway. I fail. I didn't kill Tulip.
Yeah, we did not.
Didn't kill her. Besides, didn't you just say that you'd know if she was dead?
I'd hope so. But I haven't seen her in over a week. She's always said she'd fight like hell if one of us was missing.
Have you tried Autumn?
I just assumed it was you lot.
Well, when you assume, you make an ass out of you.
And me.
Can't you
And
see I'm
me.
fucking going
Well,
through something?
sorry.
Obviously, I haven't been to the autumn court. There's no reason for us to be here. I'm risking my hide even being here right now.
They've got some shadow tendencies. And I know they've got an interest in whatever the hell we're doing.
Was that
Was it
your
them
camp
who
out there?
sponsored the contract?
No, it's some place outside of Silverhaven, unmarked.
They've got people in Silverhaven.
Not here, they don't.
Well,
Not in summer, but in Silverhaven. Fall's
It
got
wasn't in
autumn stuff.
Silverhaven. It's a bar outside of Silverhaven. The Rye Smile. Seedy place. Princess like yourself probably wouldn't find yourself there all too much.
You don't know shit.
I know that somebody's willing to pay almost 8,000 gold for your head. Or his. And she kind of nods towards Randy. 5,000 for the rest of you. 500 for you. She looks towards Cena.
She's worth more than that.
Says, not whoever posts the contract.
Who posted the contract?
Wouldn't know.
Do you have did you like take a poster, or do you have any like physical evidence of this?
Where's your receipts, girly?
She kind of
she's
digs.
in a zone of truth.
She's not in it. I assumed it was on
Oh,
the group.
Oh,
not
I
you
assumed she
guys.
was in it.
Oh no.
No, I wasn't actually casting it on her.
Yeah, I assumed that
uh,
much when Randy casts it. But she will pull out
I think of Randy.
a bounty poster with pretty crudely drawn sketches of all of you, like terrible likenesses, but close enough. And it just says
I was like,
wanted.
I don't want to frame this.
Randy and Branwen's heads are the biggest. Dunk and Willem's are fairly small at 5,000, and Cena's is like basically a stick figure at 500. And Randy and Branwen are 7,500. And it's any member of the Holly Hunters delivered alive to the Rye Smile in Hapsfield Landing.
Where's Hapsfield Landing?
It is on the border of the Winter Court and the Wild, south of
Oh,
Silverhaven.
so wait,
Beautiful.
wait, I'm confused now. Okay, I'm just mixing up things that you said.
Okay.
This is extremely interesting. We will definitely be stopping by this location since we'll be delivering ourselves alive.
Yeah, will we get the money if we deliver ourselves?
Oh, fuck you guys. I just want to know where my sister is.
Okay,
Well, that would also
we
be why
don't know.
we would go there to meet whoever this is.
You think that whoever
Why would
posted this has something to do with my sister being missing? Potentially
I do.
dead.
Yeah, absolutely.
why would the person who hired them incapacitate their own agents?
That
This
is
is your.
Changed our
This
name.
is
I thought we
somebody that
changed our
someone's
name.
willing to pay 7,500 gold for.
I
Fucking
feel like
twat.
that's not enough, especially for Cena.
Hey, listen, I understand you're very upset about your sister and everything, but this like confrontational tone is just like is not helping your case right now.
Fuck
We
off.
want to help you.
I'm
Wow.
thinking 6 steps ahead.
Are
Off a fucking cliff, I bet.
I can potentially. That's not a bad idea.
Oh, fuck this. If you think I should be checking out
wait.
the Autumn Court, that's where I'll go. Thanks for all
No,
the
no.
fucking help. What?
Wait.
What?
They have a tendency to snatch people up in shadows and stuff.
Oh,
So
you
that's,
don't say. I've never heard of that. I've been around the block a few times.
and I'm also saying don't go there.
But you're telling me that's probably where my sister is.
I'm saying that might be, but there's other places that are associated with shadows.
I didn't
That
say it
wouldn't
was a
be on this
shadow, it just
plane.
happened like a shadow. It's dark of night.
Can't you
always
see
think
at night?
this.
Any
I was-
feathers around?
Somebody woke me up. No feathers.
Yeah, so when
You
I
hear
wake up in the
wing?
morning, usually I can see.
Some
All right.
Got myself. Do you hear wings?
no wings. None of that fucking shit. I figured it was all of you, because you were the closest. Figured it was you's camp, just outside the cabin that you were sitting in. So we figured we'd camp there, stake it out, And when night fell, I was asleep. Tulip had the watch. I woke up to the
Yeah.
sounds of a struggle. Somebody knocked me out.
Were you seriously injured when you woke up, or just knocked out, run of the mill?
Hurt like a bitch. I was pretty. Took me a while to recuperate my life essence.
Look, we'll find Tulip. Don't you worry.
Okay, I'm just sort of trying to ascertain why, out loud, somebody would take your sister, presumably alive, because if they just wanted to kill her, they would have done it, and left you alive and knocked out. Unusual.
Good job, detective.
I'm going to cast Sending with a spell slot.
To whom?
To Tulip.
Okay.
Hey, girl, hey.
Where you at?
Where are you? Where are you at? Your sister's looking for you. Were you taken? Who took you? Are you hurt? What you wearing?
You receive no response.
I don't tell anyone this.
If you think that I should go towards the autumn court, that's where I'll go. Wish you the best of luck. Keep top of mind. Someone's out there looking for you. Don't die. Or do. To be
Wait,
perfectly honest, I don't give a fuck.
If we find Tulip,
wait.
we'll tell you. We'll deliver it
I
right
won't
to
hold
you.
my breath.
Don't go to Autumn. Please don't go to Autumn.
Oh, so you're saying I shouldn't do everything in my power to find the person closest to me? What if she was there? And she points towards Cena.
Sorry, the little thumbs up emoji just popped up when you did that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
If she was there, we would strategize together, make a plan, and bust her out. You are going there by yourself. That is not a smart move if you want to stay alive.
Tailed you long
And
enough.
and look where it got you.
If it were in broad daylight, I'd got you, silly.
I'd like to see you try.
If she was dead, what would you do?
I don't fucking know. I don't want to think like that. She's not dead.
So you said. If he can't find her, and I say pointing at Randy, that means she's no longer on this plane of existence.
There's other ways to keep someone from scrying on.
True.
Oh, like the anti-magic cells that I was in when I was imprisoned in the Autumn Court?
Sounds like a great fucking place to start.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Will.
Good luck.
Fuck you.
That was like super helpful, Willem. I didn't think about that.
Just if
You don't care
things
about
turn
me.
out
I don't care about you. You were nothing more than a mark. Congratulations, you win by virtue of staying alive longer and that ever happening to my sister. I've got priorities. She matters more to me than gold. She matters more to me than your fucking opinion. And if you're telling me that you weren't responsible for it, I'm going to go do something about it.
Godspeed.
telepathically into her head, I will tell her, if you run out of directions, go back to that cabin and look for someone named El Rey. If you have nowhere
He's
else to go.
talking about a Mars cabin.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I was in the wrong place this whole time.
Yep. Amora's
I don't say
cabin.
that.
You saw a campfire. They were camped by that campfire. Watching the campfire.
I was picturing a really nice A-frame.
That is.
A Mars cabin, a
Yeah,
really
no, a
nice
Mars
A-frame.
cabin is a really nice A-frame. When you say cabin, I think the little tiny shack that El Rey has made to hold our little. This makes a lot more sense now.
No. Gotcha.
I don't say this then.
Fair enough.
Actually, you know
She-
what? I do still say this because she did follow me and Cena when we were delivering Cleo and Poppy and Puck.
Mhm.
So if you have nowhere else to go,
She kind of
please be
freezes
nice.
for a moment as she turns around and kind of starts to storm off from you all, and then like freezes, lets the thought pass through her mind.
Or head to the Elven Lake. I'm in charge of that now, bitch.
She looks at you and hears that last part. Goes, bet that's why they want you. But thanks. And she'll march off.
What a distasteful little person that was.
Well, her sister fucking died.
Their sister might have died.
I
Nah.
tried to message her and she did not answer.
She's definitely.
Yeah, she's
Haven't-
super dead.
Well, you tried to message me when I was in the cells, and I didn't
That's
answer because I
also
didn't get
true.
it. She's got, she's a twin. She's got twinanigans. She's got twin telepathy. She'll know if her sister is dead.
But then who else was out there that night?
Well, presumably somebody stalking
So many autumn guards.
us or
So
them.
many.
Yeah, remember when Amar said, "Be careful, the king's men are watching outside"?
Yeah, but didn't you all think that was his men?
Yeah, but then it was clarified to me from up on high that it wasn't his.
From God
Suddenly
and
a
Jesus
voice
himself.
came out to your mind and said that was
Yeah.
wrong.
Wait, how did Amar get past them? Crazy.
Maybe
I mean, also he's
Amar.
Amar. He's really great.
Or maybe they always wanted him to leave.
I'm too paranoid as it is.
Steph's the definition of like the standing emoji right now. It's just like standing in the door frame. Very far away.
Dance the fuck up.
All right. You all leave this very awkward and what was the word you used, Willem?
I think I said distasteful.
Distasteful encounter. Nice, got a Waterloo up in this bitch.
I should have got one. I have that same one. We could have been double twinning.
I
Giant.
also have that
too.
one.
Do you all have the giant sheet from Costco? 28 cans for $8. Steal.
No, that's great.
My Costco does not have LaCroix, but it does have Waterloos.
Because LaCroix is
Costco, can you
trash.
sponsor us, please?
Costco, please sponsor us, or Waterloo.
We are
a
so much
what-
better than the Costco guy or kid, whatever.
Are
That
you
kid
a
sucks.
Waterloo white guy or a LaCroix cunt?
Oh, I think I'm LaCroix.
Oh, I'm a Waterloo white guy for sure.
I'm
I
LaCroix.
feel like
Sorry for
I'm just
like
a
Waterloo
seltzer
ruining
has.
slut.
language.
I feel like Waterloo has more bubbles, and I don't want as many bubbles.
LaCroix is trash. I had to buy a thing of
Oh,
LaCroix.
shit.
It is. I have stood on this hill since seltzer water became like an established cultural thing where everyone had their favorites. I have a saved Snapchat review of me trying a LaCroix. 3 out of 10 because it just smells like the thing that you're about to drink. Almost like 0 to 3 bubble content and absolutely no flavor. It tastes like the flavor burped in your water. That's it.
Damn.
See,
It's so
Waterloo
sad to
has
see a
too many
man
bubbles.
consumed
And I
by the
feel like Waterloo
propaganda
has
of
less
anti-seltzer
bubbles.
literature.
I love seltzer water. It has to have excessive mouthfeel bubbles, which Waterloo does, and has
I
a
don't want
good
excessive
flavor.
bugs.
I
Then
love
I
then
want
don't
a
drink
small
seltzer.
amount of bubs.
Then don't drink seltzer.
I don't want a lot of bubs, just some bubs.
That's how I feel.
What's that scene?
Lots of
I'm trying to
opinions
make
being
healthier
shared
choices,
today.
man. Okay.
Yeah, what's that
I want
scene?
like a flavored water, and there's very little options other than seltzers.
What's that scene when like they're having an argument on Community, but it's really been the Green Day argument where like everyone gets really defensive of Green Day, and it turns into their biggest fight that they've ever had as a group, where it's like Green Day's triple platinum.
Is that us about seltzer water?
That's us.
I'm just happy to be here.
All right. Anyway,
And also, you can make wine seltzers.
Thank you for
Or
that.
wine spritzers with seltzer water.
Thank you for that divergence. Let's convergence back up. Convergence.
Whoa!
Campaign reference. You all return to the Ghent apartments and find your way. You find it mysteriously lacking in all manner of people currently working on the Ashenmore. You get the sense that perhaps construction has been delayed or put off as things have returned to normal. Branwen, did you have a question?
I was almost gonna say, can't we just go to the palace? Because we kind of have an inn now, and we could just gonna go and.
You would recall having gone through the descent that the palace section of the descent has been
Closed off, yeah.
not
Oh, was
closed
that
up.
the caved in part?
Caved in. Thank you. Caved in was not.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
gotcha,
was
gotcha,
caved
gotcha.
in and
It's
precluded
not like
from.
we have somebody with stone shape or anything.
That'd
It's
be a
fine.
lot. That'd be a lot of stone
It
shaping.
could be a lot of rocks.
Yes.
I have a logistical question. Is
Ask away.
the existence of the pit... Oh. We all back? We good?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
just you, bud.
Yeah.
Okay, weird. Is the existence of the pit a secret?
It's known to you. It's certainly not known, Mr. Worldwide.
I was asking
People
about the
doesn't
general
know.
populace of
Yes.
High Lysera.
The
Yeah,
general
Pipple doesn't
populace.
know.
Pipple doesn't know, but also the rest of the populace doesn't know. We are on a different mood tonight.
Dollar.
I think we should also keep it that way because big yikes.
Oh,
Yeah,
big
At least
yikes
for
that
now.
they're sacrificing people to feed a demon to keep it eternally summer. Yeah, it's pretty
Well,
big.
and
yikes.
people could fall in.
Speaking as the person that was about to get sacrificed to the demon to keep it eternally summer, I think that we should keep the secret for at least a little longer.
Sure. Also, we should recommend, like Randy said, safety rails. People can
That
fall in.
too.
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
place is
that's
not
fair.
OSHA certified.
It's super not OSHA certified.
Hard hat
Fantasy
zone.
OSHA. Yeah, Fantasy OSHA has not seen this place, and if they did, who, buddy?
All right. You all are able to get down through the Gwent apartments.
The
To
Gwent apartments.
that's what
Did
Steph
she
calls them.
did she pick that because her name is Gwen? It sounds close enough.
No, I just really like that you called them that. The Ghent apartments, and kind of descend through the basement to reach and amble your way down the very narrow staircase to reach the initial landing of the pit.
It's
You
sweet
can
pit.
go ahead and make a perception check as you arrive at the landing.
Guys, I have a really dumb idea.
23.
What's your really dumb idea?
I also have a dirty 23.
Before Branwen shares her dumb idea, you can get the sense as you kind of arrive on the initial landing that there are no babaus around. You don't hear the
Wow.
clatter of claws and scraping upon rock that you heard previously, but you do hear like the echo from down beneath of some of that activity, but like it is very, very, very distant, just based on how well you all rolled, like kind of leaning over the edge, listening, and it feels even deeper than you're aware of.
How fast do we want to go down?
I mean, I'm down to just kind of go all the way down and then work our way up.
Are you about to propose we jump into the pit?
No, yes.
Can I carry both of them down?
There's
Um,
3 of us.
Oh, yeah, and Cena.
so as
No.
a well, let me just clarify. Like, are you a large creature or are you a medium creature? I know you're 8 feet tall, but do you broach the large?
I believe I am technically a medium creature still.
Okay. So I'm willing to like amend the rules where as long as you're not wearing medium or heavier armor, you can carry one person at half your movement speed at any given time. So like descending you could certainly do, but your wings have not currently reached the maturity. While they have grown, they are able to carry yourself at your full movement speed without wearing medium armor. Perhaps as you grow, you may gain more strength with them. But they are certainly bigger and buffier than they were before.
Buffier.
You
Okay,
could definitely
cool.
carry
Okay.
Cena or Branwen. It'd be tough for Will.
I do wear
Willem?
heavy armor.
Willem,
Yep.
you want to fly?
Is it flying if I'm jumping into a pit?
It's called. Do you want to fly?
Could you answer my question first, please?
If there was a certain spell called fly, would you want that?
If you could promise me it wasn't going to lead to my death, sure.
Okay. Yeah, I have a spell. I can play a little tune and then
Mhm.
make a spell called fly, and then that would be on you.
Oh, wow.
And
Sure,
then you
yeah,
can
do
pick if
that.
you carry me or Cena.
Okay. Sounds great. Let's so what are we gonna do? Just fly to the bottom and then work our way up?
Follow Randy, I don't know. I mean, you know where you probably know best where Gwen's place was.
We were all there together. Yeah,
Yeah,
approximately. I know where it
I have a
is.
bad sense of direction.
Woman.
Okay, I play the entire wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald,
Oh wow,
which goes flat.
takes a really long time.
Sorry, I'm almost done, I swear.
There's no lyrics, so it just sounds like the same shit over and over and over. And we're like, damn, all right.
Every
The
time
days of
like you get to
November sure are coming early.
if you get to like every time you get to like a rise, you're like waiting for the wings, and then like just falls right back into it.
So bring 29 times for each man. Okay, yeah, okay, you can fly now.
I
Who do you want to carry?
turned to Cena and Branwen and I go, "Who wants uppies?"
Oh god.
Cena just points to Randy with her thumb, like
Fucking Christ, my
expecting to
bike.
be
Okay.
carried by him.
Yeah. I'll just walk over to Branwen and be like, "Yeah, she probably would have stabbed me otherwise. This feels right."
Yeah, no, that's fair. We're doing piggyback ride though. You're not carrying me like a weird little princess.
But you
Um,
are a weird little princess.
I
I'm
carry
just about
Cena
you.
like a weird little princess.
Cena's kind of like her arms clench up and she just lets it happen. But like each of you kind of watches as Branwen is like preparing the final notes of her song. You watch as Randy's wings like furl out. They're quite
When did
large.
they
The odd gray feather kind of like furls out and kind of beats them once, twice, and then with one swift boom, lifts up off the ground and like kind of encourages Cena to jump in. And then he's kind of like straining a little bit over the pit. He's like, "You guys coming?" As he
when did
begins
that
his
happen?
descent.
I swear to God, they were like weird little tiny wings last I
Sometime
checked.
within the last week.
Jesus
They're buffier
Christ.
than before, certainly.
Oh God. Okay, I'm piggyback riding on Willem.
And your goal
Oh,
is to get down to Gwen's level, the Gwiffle.
sure.
Okay.
And
The
then
level.
more.
Okay. You can all make perception checks as you descend.
I'm rolling really good.
10.
5.
I'm
8,
concentrating on this spell.
What
What
did you roll,
about
Randy?
8.
Cena
Cena?
rolled an 18, and she points
Yay!
Yay.
out that as you all descend, she kind of like she uses her eagle human eyes to kind of scan the surroundings and the level of where you all found the bodies hanging over. You can even kind of catch a glimpse of the chains and Big Willie's body, which sits there kind of crumpled over the side. Um, there are all manner of dead. You would recognize them as the like kind of like insane dwarven creatures that were serving Gwen. You don't see any babao, but you do see all manner of dead of those. They're called Darrow. You wouldn't know them as such, but I'm going to call them Darrow. And you hear as you descend ever deeper the clatter and like chanting of babao happening even further down than the level that you spot as Gwen's as you come to your descent, kind of on that initial landing, um, and see the grand architecture of the realm that she built down here. You can even see a few of the doors that you left open, and there are a few scattered bodies that were not there previously of her servants that Cena points out have like all manner of like deep claw marks and spear wounds.
I put Cena down once we get down there, and I just kind of like stand back for a second, and I like put my head in my hands, and I sit down and like just kind of like sit here like this, like
You good, Chief?
yeah. No, I just realized I can die again. Um,
Oh man.
no, I'm good. Um,
I just look at you kind of quizzically, like appraising you up and down, and then I put my hand on your shoulder and be like, gotta make the most of the time we have left, huh?
yeah, man. I gotta talk to this demon.
Are you sure that's
And we will.
the best idea given this newfound knowledge of your mortality?
Oh yeah, let's explore.
Or
Branwen has
yeah,
gone very pale at this conversation.
well, it
This
looks like
is your mom's. Lead the way.
it's not my mom. Yeah, it looks like the babaus turned on those things once Gwen died, probably. So that's crazy. I guess we should go back and do that thing where we open every single door in the hallway and try to find out what's inside of them.
Let's go!
Almost like
I wish
it's a
Dunk was here.
dungeon.
Almost like I was told there's cool things for at least 2 characters down here.
Okay. Who would have thought? So before you lies this very large, expansive hallway. You know that you kind of embarked into some of the rooms on the left and a little bit on the right. But there is also like you can kind of see through an archway at the end of the long hallway that you currently stand in is a more grand entry hall with a spiral staircase that leads up to a sub level kind of within this level of the descent, and you can spy a few doors within there as well. So, do you want to explore some of the rooms still in this hallway, or do you want to advance forward?
What does everybody else think we should do? Because it was up to me, we'd open every single door.
I'm just along for the ride.
Lead the way.
All right. So Willem's going to open every single door, and it's literally like the Scooby Doo scenes where they just like go back and forth in a very long hallway, and you guys kind
But
of.
there's no monsters chasing us,
There's
right?
no monsters chasing you. If they do, they go into the wrong
Monster is
door.
Randy's mortality.
Yeah, they go into the wrong door at the wrong time.
Does anybody remember the fact that Randy literally has died since he got that prophecy?
I didn't.
Well,
I came back to life. I'm
yeah,
still
yeah,
here.
fine.
Okay.
What you do find in the first couple of rooms, so actually you did end up checking out most of the things except for, you saw the gelatinous cube, which was not actually a gelatinous cube, but rather a raging ooze. You did see that, but on the right hand side, you open up a door into a room that is
Ooh,
very.
echo.
Am I good now?
You just sounded very resonant
No,
for
we're
a
like
second.
when you're in a cave, that kind of echo.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. As you enter, just making sure I have the right room. Okay.
If you
As
can't handle me at my raging ooze, you don't deserve me at my gelatinous cube.
Is Raging Ooze what they called you in college?
Yeah.
okay.
Are you-
We really lost the thread tonight.
it's just because we're dunkless.
Yeah,
Is he
Dunk keeps
he's
us
our
on track.
sanity
He's
glue,
the
which is
glue.
not what I
Yeah.
He's our
would
glue. Don't come back.
As you enter the room, Willem, on the right hand side, the first room that you haven't been into, it's filled with weapon racks, armor stands. Many of them have been kind of cleared out. But you do notice that there are a great deal of kind of makeshift barricades that have been put together. And then on the backside of those barricades, one of which is crushed, is a towering heap of bodies of Darrow, where they are just
Mm.
like all kind of piled up. You get the sense that anyone that was here was pushed into this room, and anyone that was still alive made their final stand here. There's a lot of viscera and gore that's kind of spread across the room. And there are a few kind of crude runes and symbols that have been scratched into the walls and the floor in their blood.
Randy, can you read that? Because I can't, probably.
Is it in Infernal?
It is in Bissell.
Oh, I can read that then.
Yes. It's none of them really seem to like make sense in terms of like story or structure. They're all a lot of words. Many of them read death, crone, um, descend, things of that nature is the general sense that you get.
Yeah, man, this is like some kind of like hag poetry.
Gross.
Not like by the hag. It's more not like by. It's not by hags. It's more like for
About
hags.
Oh, is
Like
it
a
about
distress.
hags?
It seems like it. Yeah.
Is it good poetry?
Not really. It's mostly like words.
Is it not like us by
It doesn't
Ken Darrow
rhyme.
Lamar?
What?
Anyone can roll an investigation check if they plan to kind of scout amongst the bodies.
Oh man, good job, me.
3.
12.
11.
Cena pulls out a sword
Cena!
from the heap of the bodies and just goes, "This
She's
is
so smart.
this is beautiful quality," and it is. It looks to be a masterwork short sword that you get the sense might be worth a fair amount of money.
Dang.
That's nice. You should
I'm
keep
willing
it.
to say reasonably that Dunk has passed along the bag of holding to all as he is on his own little adventure.
Yeah, because he can put anything that he finds in his folds.
Um, as you all are chatting and exploring, you hear a voice. Um,
Oh,
Branwen, Willem, it doesn't make sense to you, but you understand it, Randy. It echoes from the room around the corner. It sounds hollow and pained. Oi, someone out there.
I speak back in Abyssal. I go, hello, my name is Randy. And uh, we've got, there's 4 of us here. We're just hanging out. Who are you? Boys?
Where's the hag?
Oh, she's mega dead.
He was that lot that went crazy. Let me see your face.
Hey, Randy, what are you?
We're we're not with them. I am. They can't understand me. I say I am mentally ill, but not in a more productive way. I'd say. Come and bear witness to my face. I would love to see yours.
Randy,
Yeah, what's up?
Come let me out
what
then.
are those noises coming out of your face?
Oh, I am speaking abyssal to a guy. Wait, is he? Where is he?
He is on the. You can all hear the noise coming from a room that attaches to the what you figure is more like an armory, to the left, but cannot currently see into. The door is like ajar. and you can hear the noises and the tones coming from that room. And he responds to you, Randy. I'm trapped in here. Haven't had food since they went crazy.
The door's open, man. You can just come out.
I'm in a cage, you don't.
Ah, sure.
Free me, and it'll be worth your while.
You guys want to meet my new friend? He's in a cage in there.
You know what? Yeah, let's vet your friend before. Yep.
Yeah, let's open the door and go into that room with the guy in the cage.
You enter into a room of rusted iron cages. Many of them are not empty, but contain corpses of each of you. Actually, all of you make a Constitution saving throw.
Don't forget to add 2, because you're next to your best friend Willem.
Nat 20.
Well,
24.
14.
Branwen, as you enter the room, the stench overtakes you. And while Randy and Willem, you're able to just
I just
retch,
stay back. I just,
retch
as
a
soon
little
as it
bit.
starts hitting me, I'm like, back up, back
It's
up, back up.
not even so much the smell as it is the sight as you enter that you're immediately like you retch and you lean back over and just projectile vomit out into the previous room as each of the cages is
Tina's
filled
holding
with
your hair back.
Oh my
a
god.
grotesque, beyond recognition, like humanoid like figures. They give off the sense of like early renditions of what Big Willie became. But each of them bears striking resemblance to what you would interpret as like childhood demons or fiends. But they bear like in some cases human arms, or they're completely cut off at the waist, and their innards are spilling out, and they're just kind of seated in a position, which is exactly how you find the creature that is speaking to you. Their bottom half is fully removed. You see they are inside of a cage with the legs of some kind of furry beast, but the fur is matted in blood and other fluids. Um, Wish I had said that last part. And they are just kind of propped up on top of them, their arm kind of like gripping the cell above them to keep their body attached, and their other arm kind of cupping their intestines and their innards, which rest in their arms. And they greet you. They have, very similar to Willem, one deer like antler and another cracked off at the end. And they clutch their innards.
It's Gerard Way's cousin, Hamburger.
What?
Hamburger
What?
Way. Because he's only got the top half. Not all of them can be winners.
I thought you were referencing something.
Oh, like
No.
hamburger or hot dog way?
Yes, it was
Gotcha.
Gerard Way's cousin, Hamburger.
That was a reach.
That was a
Thank
reach.
you.
But I like the connection.
Yeah.
As you
Anyway, he's
enter,
looking there.
he switches, he sees you, and he immediately switches to it's a blend of common and undercommon, where not every word comes through. You go, mortals. They left me here as torture. You could put me out of my misery, or you could sink me.
What are you?
I am what she made me. I'm you. Or at
Willem, you
least
turned out really well.
Thank you, Randy. How are you alive with your gut spilling out?
She told me I was barely alive to begin with. She brought me back. Experiments are unkind. This is a way of torturing me. I cannot die, as much as I might crave it.
Was she the one who was torturing you, or was it the babaus or her minions or what?
I am a creation from lesser beings, she said. Not an equal to them, not better than them, accepted by none of them.
What did you do to deserve this kind of torture?
She brought me into this world. It's all I've known. But you can stop that. You can save me.
What do you mean by that?
He kind of starts to look beyond you to the room opposite. The flesh. She stores it there. You're not gonna let me go hungry, are you?
Wouldn't feeding you just prolong your torture?
Oh yeah, I see. If I'm not dead yet, I can't. Might as well enjoy what I can.
I'm gonna need a quick 5 with my team. Sorry.
Hate me to suffer. Like all the rest.
We'll be right back. Sorry, you won't have to suffer for too long. And I sort of gesture to Randy as I'm leaving the place.
Yeah, I follow him.
Cena, Branwen, you saw that. Did you hear that?
Yes, I heard that.
Dude said he can't die or something.
He says he can't die, and really wants to eat flesh.
You want
Which
to kill him?
so here's my thing. We have 3 choices. We either kill him, we leave him here, or we let it go.
Well, let it go seems like bad option number one.
I'm inclined to agree,
You could kill
but
him.
I sort of pity that creature.
It wasn't
Do you think that
his.
maybe do you think that maybe he could have a he could maybe still have a full life if we kind of put him in a chair with wheels, and he can kind of go around and have conversations and have a real life. He could have a life upstairs.
Is he
Y-
still going to be craving human flesh?
Yes,
Flesh,
see, the
flesh, and
thing that
flesh?
I'm worried about is the ravenous desire to consume flesh.
It's all
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
he's ever known, probably.
He did kind of explicitly say that, yeah.
He didn't
It's
ask
all
to
he's
get.
ever
Kill him?
known is
He didn't get
pain
asked to
and
get
suffering.
brought into this world.
No.
Yeah,
I
is
mean, maybe he thinks that the world would be a better place without him in it, or that he'd never been born. He sort of that could have been me in another life if I had come out wrong.
Was you with Bubao parents?
Does it look like a babao?
It looks humanoid in nature, similar to the babao, but they do have like kind of. It's difficult to tell. Their body is quite maimed. They do have the kind of graying skin, um, thin, frail features, spindly arms, but their lower half, you're not even sure is really their lower half. Like it just happens to be in the cage with them.
Do you think he, do you think
Branwen is canonically still throwing up. She's like, "Do you think he?"
if his parents are babaus, do you think he has a babash?
What did you say?
He might have a, if he's like Willem and his parents are babaus, he might have a babastion.
Instead of a Sebastian.
Instead of a just Bastion,
Yes.
my dead friend. That's a really funny joke you just made. Who got his
Yeah.
soul put into a doll? Yeah, cool. Nice.
That's so
Um,
Could
fucked
you
up,
just me
Branwen.
making that joke? That's just me making that joke. Brandon would
Branwen,
say
that
that
is
probably.
that is really not funny.
we're
Sorry,
all
this
trying to be
place
really
sucks.
sensitive to this matter right now. So,
Sometimes the silly must endure.
I'm on team put him in a wheelchair.
I'm on team kill him.
if we put him in a wheelchair, he's still going to crave flesh
We
constantly.
don't know that. He hasn't tried an apple yet.
If you have a rabid dog, what do you do?
Put it down.
He's
Actually,
not
no, I
rabid
kind of keep
or a
that. I
dog.
keep that analogy. Actually, get rid of that.
Could we give him the last meal while he's eating?
Think of the flesh bucket, George.
I was
Flesh
making,
bucket what?
I was making a mice and men reference.
That's what I was too.
Yeah,
Think of
we are on
rabbits.
like a good
Think of the
wavelength.
flesh bucket.
Oh, you said think of the flesh bucket, George.
Yeah, we send him out on a high.
Uh,
George, you said I would get to play with that flesh bucket. Sorry.
so we're gonna kill it, or we're gonna try to
Yeah.
kill it.
Yeah,
What if we can't kill it?
we have something that can kill it. I think you specifically have something that can kill it.
What would that be?
The thing that can kill me.
Oh, the blood of bark sword? I mean, sure. I'll go get. Actually, I want to keep talking to it. Could you all just get like some
Flesh.
tasty flesh?
Some loose flesh.
Yeah, just choose your favorite.
Can we at least try to give him an apple?
Do you have an apple?
Do I have an apple, Chris?
I think I have a bag of scramble from yesterday.
We've got to have at least.
You
Is
might
it
have
Heroes Feast?
you might have
scramble?
scramble, but you don't have an apple.
All right.
We have scramble.
Yeah, let's give him scramble and see what he says. Because
Where's Dunk when you need him to like explode into a thing of good berries?
Dunk and this thing would be best friends.
I just like don't believe that he is not. He's just gonna like consume human flesh forever. I think he's savable. Here, give him this scramble, and I hand it.
Can you
Will.
tell if it's cursed?
Sure. Yeah. Why not? Oh, you want me to go in there and
Oh, I mean, sure, I'll go with you and give him the scramble, but then you could find out if he's like cursed or anything. I don't know. Maybe if he's cursed, we could break it, and then he'll turn into a handsome prince or something.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I can do that.
You
Go
re-enter,
back in the room.
and he looks up at you and goes, "You brought flesh then, eh?"
The flesh is coming your way soon. Do you
Okay.
have a name?
Kind of sits for a second. They called me Bones.
On account of the bones you like to eat? whale bones. We are working on that flesh. My pal Randy here is going to try to find out if you're cursed or not. And I would like you
Sure.
to try some day old scramble.
It is definitely well over a week old at this point.
Oh, it's just been sitting in Branwen's pockets for a
Yep.
week?
Are we saying that this is Heroes Feast scramble?
Yes, but in a week it has lost its affects beyond
I haven't been hit that.
the typical effect, but it is still, because it is Hero's Feast, it still retains some degree of its godly flavor. And he kind of like he is still clutching his intestines, and he kind of like bends down to your hand that holds out the scramble, and he just like very like opens his maw, which detaches a bit at the jaw
Ooh.
and starts to like slobber up. It sounds and feels disgusting. He goes, "Boy, that's good,
Insight check.
but I want what I want."
Oh, and we're getting it for you. Don't worry. If we happen to let you out of here, would you be able to curtail your craving for flesh?
I know no other life.
Yeah, but what if you tried
I
an apple?
don't want out of here.
Oh. Okay. So we'll get you that flesh and then we'll get you out of here in a more metaphorical way.
For
Or
sure.
try to.
Real
My
quick, I'm
parents
gonna
don't
cast.
want me.
I'm
Sorry,
gonna
what did he
cast.
just say?
Go ahead, Brady.
I just want to cast detect magic on the boy to see if he's cursed.
You detect no magic, and he is asking, "My parents don't want me."
Did she tell you that?
I'm asking. They left me here so they won't take me then, hey? They killed the rest, why leave me? Is it a cruel punishment? Or do they want me alive? Because they're coming back for me.
I don't know.
You're one of hers too, ain't you?
Sure am.
She's dead, ain't she?
Sure is. At least that's partially what I came down here to make sure of.
They killed everybody a couple days ago. Went down below.
Yep. Dragged down.
No, they walked.
Who is they?
The Boogaloo.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
You can do what you want with me.
I want you to choose because you have never been able to choose anything in your life.
So what's the difference if I don't? What does it change?
Well, if you don't choose a thing, then you're choosing to stay here. Even not choosing is choosing.
Kind of looks up into the stone, but you know he's looking beyond it. I don't know what's up there. But if they won't take me down here, they won't take me up there either. Do your duty.
All right, Stannis Baratheon. I just sort of shrug at him and I'm like, listen, a lot of people don't like me either, but, I don't have an insatiable craving for flesh.
A
That's
lot of
really
people don't
my.
like you. You got two
Yeah.
legs, two arms. A handsome face.
Oh,
I'm
thank you.
sorry you've got horns. My intestines are spilling out. And finally, he'll remove his arm and just let them slosh all
Oh.
over the floor and kind of grip the wrought iron bars in front of him to like hold himself up further. He goes, "What life do I have? She gave me this life, and at the same time, she stole from me the life I never needed. I didn't ask to be born."
Bones, let's get you that flesh.
All right. You head into the storeroom, which is indeed filled with decaying, rotting, bug-filled
Oh, shiny.
slabs of flesh that hang from hooks in the ceiling. The air is thick with the smell of blood and some preserving salts, though clearly not used well. Um, and some of the flesh and bodies are attached to fully, like, quote unquote, recognizable people. They are not
Oh,
all
hey,
just
Sylphina Duke.
cuts of people, but they are like full bodies that are still left together.
All right, I think I'm on team. We should kill him now.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it have a little snack and then probably kill him. Did you, Branwen, Cena, did you find any really just like good pieces of flesh? Any favorite?
I'm sitting in the hallway, not looking at this stuff,
Oh,
pretending
Yeah.
I don't smell it.
Cena is like holding up very cautiously a like cloth wrapped thigh. She hands it off
oh,
to you.
yummo. I will take it and go back to Bones and say, "Enjoy, brother."
Um, he drops himself onto the floor and just starts pulling apart the flesh with hooked claws, providing you ample opportunity to behead if you would wish.
I will attempt to do so.
I will say at the range, at the distance, you can roll, and if you roll above an 8, you will hit.
26.
Yeah, you swing your sword, and Branwen Cena, you're sitting outside, and you just hear a thump and a quaint squelching sound as his head hits the flesh and is kind of merges with his intestines. Um, the claws twitch and pull and drag for a moment after, and then they too kind of twitch lifelessly. And you hear a voice in your mind, Willem. A body without a soul. This does not sate me, Willem.
I'm sorry. Am I supposed to be feeding you souls?
Your job, when you claimed me, was to rid the world of injustice.
Uh huh.
You do so slowly.
Yeah, I do so at an appropriate pace, sure.
Those who wish to wield me, I expect more from. I gift you great power. You took it willingly, understanding what I would give you. Now I demand of you.
Hey,
Hold up your title that you have earned. He says the last word with just a bit of malice.
the head is not moving after being severed, right?
Correct.
Like it's not still alive?
Correct.
Okay. Um, I'll just sort of dust the blood off my hands a little bit on my pants or plate pants, and then I'll go. We have a hag lair to explore.
Can we get out of this room? It's
Yes, yes,
I
we
don't
should
like it.
definitely get out of this room.
Yeah, man.
As you sheath your sword and leave the room, Willem, the voice echoes in the back of your mind. You can leave the room, but you cannot leave me.
God, toxic.
Do you want to go left or right down the main hallway?
Let's go, much like my political views, hard left.
Right.
Okay. You enter into a room that, if you didn't know any better, you would say was that of a museum's. It's filled with all manner of curio and artifacts. Um, Many skeletal heads and mounts are placed upon the wall, including one that feels eerily similar to that of the Earl Kings, though you note subtle differences. It is that of a kind of long, thin deer with almost like caribou like antlers. Um, there are all manner of trinkets, shelves, um, crystals perched on pedestals. Um, the all entire space seems to hum with energy.
I guess this is like the vibes room.
That skull. What? What's it? What's the vibe of that skull?
You
Is it
make
okay? Also, first of all, is the Earl King? Is that just what his head looks like, or is he wearing like a skull, like a cubone?
make a history check.
Yes.
History?
Yes.
Uh. Oh damn! I got +9 on history now. That's cool.
Knowledge domain.
20. Yeah. 25. No, 26.
You don't remember who told you, but you remember in your interviews of your limited and feeble attempts to find out who the spy was, that somebody told you that nobody knows what the Earl King's true form is. He adopts the form of the creature he most recently killed.
I would like to
That's
cast.
so cool.
But we don't know anything about whatever the fuck that is.
You do not. It is not a creature that you have seen
We
to.
do know that he's a lobe.
Oh my god, it's the thing from
That's
the
right.
Descent. That's what he last killed, was the thing from the Descent.
He is a lobe. However, you know that he doesn't look anything like the lobes that you have seen remains and bodies of.
Isn't
I
that
would like.
also because when we saw lobes, they were a giant mound of flesh?
You did see
We
one
saw
normal.
a
You saw
couple.
one normal lobe, and you saw skeletal remains of them.
I wouldn't say
That's right.
normal, but yeah, we
Yeah.
saw one.
Yes, the woman
Got
who
screamed
you.
at by it, if
Yes,
memory serves.
indeed.
I would like to cast legend lore on this skull.
Okay.
I want to know what it was.
Can you remind me the specifics of Legend Lore?
Yeah, I hope it works on this. It name or describe a person, place, or object. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing that you named. It could be current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore.
Okay.
It's whatever you want to tell us.
You would know as you can. So you walk up to this skeletal head mounted on the wall, and you kind of place your hand upon its nose, and you immediately get taken back to this creature that loomed over 14 feet tall, um, walking and trudging through the woods of a virgin land, heavily forested, but fires, and you can see like meteors kind of coming down, like wherever they are living is a very dangerous and fraught place. You can see visions of them ripping through what you do identify and recall as being lobes, specifically creatures that seem to be running underground. There is like, you can see the structures that resemble what would become the ruins of Old Hallow, and you can see it kind of chasing down and with long, wicked claws plunging deep inside of them and tearing them to shreds in general as crowds of people flee from you until finally a taller but still thin lobe creature standing about 7 feet tall with dual scimitars kind of pulling off of his back, lacing and darting about, and then like points the butt end of the scimitars and casts spells from it until finally the creature is felled and he decapitates the creature. And you watch from like the eyes of the dying creature his head turn into a reflection of it, and he leaves the body there. As your vision fades from the memories of this creature to the memories of the item itself, you can find it being dumped in a mass grave, essentially, of all manner of creatures, including many lobes that you would imagine were likely felled by it, until it is discovered centuries later by a young, red-headed woman who resembles that of the Guinevere lightly.
So this is literally the creature that.
Literally.
But is it like
Pretty
a
great.
crazy coinky dink?
To broaden that question,
Like, is this just like a really, really cool skull that she found? She's like gonna put that up for deco, or is it like
she's
Do you think
this?
she
I
would
know this
unearth graves
specifically
for
tied.
no reason?
This I know is specifically tied to the Royal King.
you would get the sense from Randy's description that she's looking upon it knowingly. And it is in fairly recent history.
Should I tell him?
Why would he care? Why would we tell him?
I don't know.
Why would we interface
Not
with
really
that
a
guy at
good
all?
guy.
No.
Did I get the idea from this vision that this was like a creature of sentience?
Yes. In fact, you can make another history check.
17.
You fought an immature version of this creature before yourselves. You fought
Oh.
a Wendigo that was summoned
Yeah.
by members of Hansen Daney's cult in the forest outside Trillwood.
Do you guys want to talk to this guy?
What would we get from him?
No.
I think
Uh,
you want to talk to it.
I think you do.
Okay.
I,
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Speak with Dead on it.
For those tuning
I
in
don't
for
know
the
if it'll
first
work.
time, we have pretty loose rules with Speak with Dead. But as you cast Speak with Dead, green flames erupt from the eyeballs.
Yeah.
And you hear as the bottom part of the skull detaches and opens and allows noise to carry out.
I'm gonna tap Randy on the shoulder and whisper, and I'll be like, "I think the last thing you should ask it is if it wants us to break it or something. I don't know."
Okay. Hello, I'm Randy. I have brought you back for a little bit for an exclusive interview with me. Um, why were you hurting all those lobes? Hmm.
Let me
What
say that
language is
again.
this?
You do not understand whatever language it is speaking.
All right, I'm gonna cast tongues.
Are those both concentration spells? No, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Come on, keep the rules loose.
Go ahead.
Tongues is not concentration. Divination. No, wait, sorry. It's just not.
It
It
doesn't
lasts for 1
require
hour.
concentration.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the question again. Why were you killing all those lobes?
Intruders on my land. I will chase them off.
Tongue.
Why?
Tongue.
Okay. I don't know. Do you guys have any ideas of what to ask this dude?
Me, it's all your idea.
I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun.
Every time you see a cool skull, you're like, "Oh, I should talk to that."
Yeah, kind of. What?
Do you have a wife and family?
What? When did you?
Wendy, go.
Are you? Who? What? What is your name?
I have no.
No name.
Let's call him Mittens.
I feel like that's disrespectful, Willem. Are you? Have you ever like been like? Have you ever thought about how you're a little bit in a place where it's you're being asked to do this thing, but nobody really trusts you to make your own decisions, and they keep saying that maybe like you're not the smart one. But I kind of think I am a smart one. I think I'm kind of smart in my own way. I feel like people kind of
No.
tend to. Okay.
Oh, I have another question. You can ask it,
It's your
please.
last one.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, why did Gwen want it?
I don't know if it would it know that.
I don't know. She's ageless,
Fair enough.
or you know,
What? Why would somebody want your skull?
A fine trophy to kill one of my kind.
Yeah, true.
And with that, the green flame dissipates, and the detached jaw goes a little slack.
Man, what a cool guy. All right, we
yeah.
can keep going.
Is there any other cool magic stuff in this room full of crystals?
Make an investigation check. There's a whole lot more than crystals in here.
I give him the help action so he has
Holy
advantage.
shit.
I rolled a nat 1.
I
You-
got a dirty 20. I'm also doing that.
Okay. Well, I'll say that Randy investigates after kind of like throwing his hands up and not looking at the
I
skeleton.
guess I will help.
Yes. Would you like to describe how you help?
I don't really help
Just
that
looking
good
around.
though.
Randy, you feel more distracted by your compatriots than anything else, but you do find quite a few things. Specifically, you find a handful of pretty dope spell scrolls. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them specifically. You also find a very odd looking set of horseshoes, but they call out to you in a weird way that you think you kind of need to get them. You also find amongst the very odd crystals, etc., a fire opal, a star ruby, and 3 star sapphires, as well as a yellow sapphire. Together, those are worth 7,000 gold. You also find a chest that has 6 sets of armor inside that you think might be worth it.
What kind of armor?
They are scale mail armor. And apologies, you found some other things as well. I was reading from 2 different lists. The other things you find include a gem that etched into the gem is almost like what looks like to be a magnifying glass or like spectacles that while the gem is lavender and opaque in nature seems to glow with a bit of a silver color. And then um, a skull sitting on like a normal human skull sitting on a plump burgundy pillow.
God damn it.
Interesting skull.
Randy immediately looks at all of this, like clocks all of it, and goes directly to the skull. I can't speak with dead on the skull.
The spell has no effect.
No! Fuck! Oh!
As
That
as you cast the spell upon it, it kind of it's time to cast magic on me, boy.
talking.
Hi!
I guess your spell worked, Randy.
Hello, I'm Randy.
Don't
What
care.
is your name?
Don't care.
Usually I have to ask a question first.
My name is Pietro.
Hello.
Buongiorno, Pietro.
Where is the hag?
Oh, dead.
Oh. Oh. Hold on. I need to do something. And you can see that like it has like a bit of a faint light in its eyes. It seems to roll back as though it has eyeballs, and you hear it go. And the eyes roll back up. It lights up, and little bits of fireworks shoot off.
Oh, he's happy.
And it shouts out, "Hello, welcome, Buongiorno. You have found Pietro, the Identify skull. You are now the proud owners of a skull who can tell you whatever you may find with a 99.9% of confidence."
Ooh.
That's awesome, dude. I want him to be my friend.
I am yours
Could I
until
have
you
him look-
die.
Wait, what?
I am yours until you die.
I pick him up. He's my buddy, and I kind of point him around the room. And I go to the horseshoes.
What
I
is
put him at
this?
I put him at the horseshoes, and I go, "What is this?"
The eye, like the subtle white in its eyes, turns to green as it goes. Ah, horseshoes of a zephyr.
Of a what?
Of a zephyr.
What's a zephyr?
I will tell you.
Oh, are you like a little encyclopedia too?
I give you the ability to identify things. But sometimes it takes a little
Cool.
long as I scan my vast knowledge.
I like Pietro.
He's awesome.
You're not secretly evil, right, Pietro? Or not secretly evil? Maybe just upfront evil?
To each their own. Horseshoes of a zephyr
Sounds
come in sets of 4. While all 4 shoes are affixed to the hooves of a similar creature like a horse or perhaps a griffin, they allow the creature to move normally while floating 4 inches above ground. They can move at normal speed for 12 hours or more, avoiding exhaustion.
That would make it really fast to do overland travel.
One might say.
If only we were planning a big journey somewhere.
What? We've been practicing on those griffins for the past week.
Are you pointing him to other things as well?
Yeah, I'm pointing him to just kind of everything around the room. I'm really having fun with him.
Okay, so you're pointing him
Oh,
to
you
all
could
the
point him
things.
to my sword, my new sword.
I do that, yeah.
Excalibur, famed blade of the Ibelink. It grants terrific powers to the wielder, including the ability to generate guardians of the Ebonlake and swing and strike at enhanced measures to those that attune to it. Secrets are locked to those that hone their powers as a steward of the Ebonlake. assuming you
Maybe we
pointed
should go there.
to other things in the room that you've collected, you hear perpetual and find that you have come into possession of a scroll of control weather, a scroll of feeble mind, a scroll of incendiary cloud, and a scroll of fireball.
All incredible spells.
Um,
I definitely want the control weather one.
You definitely
get
want
all of
feeble
them, man.
mind.
Scroll of
Incendiary cloud was the third one.
incendiary cloud.
No, and feeble mind, where's that, dude?
And the fourth one was fireball.
as you finish running through the various scrolls and items that you have found, Pietro is glad to render you this service at the cost of 5 years of your life.
Fuck me, dude.
Super topical. Cena in the background just goes,
You should have been more upfront about that, Pete.
"You found a skull in a hag's lair. Do you think that she was willing to use Pietro's skull of identify if she did not
I
know of
think that
the...
you should give him those years back.
Fine. Free trial. Future uses incorporate 1 year of your life."
Thank you.
Can we ask you questions without expending our life points?
Yes. For what it is worth, I will give
What?
you 1 free use of Pietro's identify skull per day. Future uses will require the expansion of 1 year of your life.
Okay.
What was the coolest thing you ever identified for Gwen?
Oh, that will absolutely come at the expense of 1 of your years of life.
1 year. Are you really gonna miss it, Willem? You'll forget about it by the time you're 80.
What if he wants to spend those years with whatever Margaster girl?
There you go. There you go. You know what, Pietro? You could keep your secrets for now.
All right. Keep your
Fair enough. I am grateful to be in the ownership of such upstanding individuals as yourselves.
Can I use my free... Do we all get 1 free use of you a day, or is it just one person?
It is 1 use of identify per day.
Okay. I was gonna say we could do a cool prank and identify ourselves, but...
I was totally gonna do. I was gonna do that to Cena right before he said 5 years of your life. I wrote down Pietro the Pokédex skull.
That's pretty much what he is. All right.
Well.
You all move on.
Yeah, let's go into
Neat.
that right room, unlike my political views.
Heard.
Yes, chef.
Given
He's
that
incredibly centrist.
given that this room is adjacent to the cells that you experienced where Bones was in, this is where you get the sense that Big Willie and other similar creatures were assembled. It is a grotesque laboratory filled with cleaner slabs of flesh and partially assembled golems of varying size and scale. There are a handful of kind of strange diagrams that are placed up onto the wall with some of her notes that are attempting to, like, where she was attempting to put things together. And then you can see this kind of like large brass and copper construct that comes down from the ceiling and points at one of the golems on the table.
How horrible.
Are these like your siblings?
I mean, I wouldn't want to put it that way, but I think yes, maybe.
Gross.
Were you born like a regular person is born?
As far as I know, wasn't really conscious. I have checked myself out in a mirror though, and I do not believe I am stitched from other pieces of flesh. So
Do you have a belly button?
Oh my god. Are you Kyle XY?
yeah, do I have a belly button?
I feel like we established that. No, that was a different campaign. Yes, you have a belly
There
button.
was another Kyle XY
Yeah,
reference though. It's
yeah,
come up.
you do have a belly
So
button.
I was born. Okay. Yeah. No, I came out just like the rest of us do, I think.
Okay,
Um
good to know. Then
I guess let's investigate and see if there's anything like cool in here. Otherwise, I think I might just like yeah.
just eat on out.
Okay, go ahead and
Since
make an
when is
investigation
breakfast?
check.
16.
You don't really see anything beyond the bodies and things of that nature. You kind of poke your head around the corner and see a sequence of other rooms that are clearly just extensions of like her work in here. You do get the sense that the copper contraption is still somewhat magically charged.
That's weird.
Do we want to uncharge it?
Why don't we find out what it does first?
Yeah. I'll get under it and someone can press the button.
Or we could ask the skull that can tell you what things are.
That'll kill us.
All right, toss
Said we
it.
get one free one a day.
I toss it over to Branwen.
Hello,
You
skull.
you've used your free one. Are you willing to give up a year of your life?
Is this really worth it?
You could do this infinitely. Oh, I don't know that
No,
yet.
she can't. That's up to you. That's a big price to pay. I mean, it's less of a big price for someone like you than
What's
the rest of us.
What's Cena doing? How's Cena looking?
She's looking relatively anxious. She goes, "Do we need to know what this thing does?"
I
That's
mean, the
true.
other
We could just
option is
kind of
that we
poke it.
could
Oh,
just
I
put
can.
Randy under it. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on, and I just cast identify on it because it's magic,
Mhm.
right?
Are you touching it?
Yeah, why not?
I mean,
Oh.
uh, you take 26 necrotic damage
Sure.
as it basically the charge conducts through you. And you watch, all of you watch as Randy kind of like places his hand upon it, and you see his skeleton
Mm.
through his body, like the old timey Halloween movies.
Like a Scooby Doo?
Yeah, and the charge dissipates. You you dissipated the charge.
We did it. We solved his electricity puzzle.
It was
All right.
just a ray gun that shoots necrotic energy.
Almost like it might be something that's used to,
Reanimate the dead.
yes.
I toss the skull back to Randy.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, I feel like a skeleton.
Are we done in here?
Yeah, I think so.
I
Lead
think
the
so.
way. Lead the way,
Okay.
hag boy.
Everybody get out of the room.
What?
Get out of the room.
What? What are you? What are you gonna
Why?
do in here?
I point at the big copper thing and I use my hellfire orb on it.
Oh,
All of you kind of standing outside the room are immediately like kind of hold up your hands to your eyes as an enormous white red hot ball of fire erupts in the room. You're in the slow burning ember as the copper shatters and melts and drips down. And as it burns and melts, it kind of molds over the flesh golem that was still lying on the table before it and singes and burns and like cakes onto its skin before hardening over it.
Well, now it's permanently armored.
Yeah, I just wanted to destroy that. That was cool.
Okay, we done. Now are we done here?
In this room, yes. Yeah.
You make your way up the. I'm just looking at something. Yeah, okay. You make your way up the final two rooms on the left-hand side. You find a bath and a storeroom that are otherwise uninteresting. But start to head up the stairs um, to a very surprisingly elegant room, um, if not somewhat twisted. There's a large velvet chair and a low table adorned with a silver tea set. The walls are lined with more trinkets and like mementos, but they seem of the more personal nature than the ones that you found in the room downstairs. And there are a large number of books that are bound in a black leather, as well as so there's a handful of bookshelves around the room. There are those black bound books, as well as a glass case of books that seem to be in varying states, but largely decay. They seem to be ancient texts. Um, there are, yeah, it smells like lavender and burnt wood. It's quite nice in here, especially in comparison to some of the rooms that you found up until this point.
With the decaying flesh.
Indeed.
Some cool old books.
I'm gonna go. Can I go take a look at their titles
Are you looking at the black bound books or are you looking at the books in the glass case?
in the glass case?
Okay. Make an investigation check.
But they're right there. I can just read them.
They're very hard to read because they're old.
Oh man. Do I get advantage because I know how to read?
She's got elf eyes.
No.
16.
You are able to read some of the titles, but not all. Some of them are in different languages that you don't understand. Of the ones you can read, you can see one of the more like slightly worn but still relatively intact books, "The Rise and Fall of the Chiadan Empire." Um, Legends of the Grey March, and The Anatomy of Fear.
That's hardcore.
Hmm.
This seems like a campaign 2 tie-in. Fucking clocked. What about those leather-bound books?
You can go ahead and look at those books if you would like.
I would
Um,
love to.
Make an investigation check to kind of scan through the first one.
Natty 20.
Okay. You are reading through the first couple pages of this book. Um, they are ancient. The scrawl is almost like so faded that it's difficult to read. But you get the sense that there is some faint magic aura that emanates from it. Um, that they almost feel as though, from what you can glean, the earliest memories of Gwen's life. As you scan through the pages, you find that these 7 leather-bound books have a number of notations within them. Like there are quite a few, for lack of a better word, post-it notes that seem to denote chapters of the books, though not all of them are like sequential. There are just a lot of flagged pages.
And it's just a autobiography of Guinevere Lightly,
They're
Baba
memoirs,
Yaga.
yes. Given that you rolled so well, you kind of like pause for a moment on one of the notations, and um, you see that all of them seem to be around like New Year's, new dates.
Bless you.
Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Thank you. Um, but there's no notations on the bookmarks themselves, but they all seem to be on when starts, though not all New Years have a notation. In fact, there are far more that don't than do.
What is the content on one of these New Year's pages?
One of the New Year's pages is really just a diary. You can tell that this is. Sorry, I'm having a Watergate situation again. Um, you can tell that this is like a very young Guinevere, and she is documenting like a walk through the market that went awry once more because the merchant annoyed her, and in an argument, her magic appeared once more. Um,
Wait, we could find out how she handled her magic thingy.
Don't we already know that? She siphoned off her wild magic to make hag babies?
But we could find details that could help Dunk.
Cena chimes in.
Sure.
We could find the way that she decided not to do it.
Yeah.
We just
Yep.
put these in the bag.
Yep.
Yeah, but Nolan or Willem, you rolled high enough to to note and clock that this is hey, these are new years. But none of them you kind of like jump to a couple and read the first page. They're all just entries. They don't strike you as any, and obviously there's multiple pages to the year. But you don't notice anything out of the ordinary beyond like this all seems pretty benign, but this is definitely a new year.
Okay. I have my theories, but
Grab them. We can look at them more later.
yeah. I get the inkling in the back of my brain that the New Year's worth notations may correspond to when she made a hag baby.
Like, baby!
Okay.
Good for her.
When's my birthday, Chris?
Well, um, but
Fantasy March.
you can you would know that just you were in the first book. You jump to one of the more recent books and you try to find your birthday. There is no annotation there.
Interesting.
Dear
So,
diary, today I had a baby named Willem. Wait,
except
go
I
9
didn't
months
have
before your birthday. Go 9 months before your birthday.
it. Is there an entry 9 months before my birthday?
I mean, there are, but there are no annotations.
Mm. Today I found a lovely couple and gave them a hag baby.
Today I found a balloon. Um, okay,
Sick reference, dude.
thank you. What else are you all doing in here?
Is there anything else left to investigate in Gwen's lair? I mean, I feel a little bit bad because we've spent a lot of time here, and I know that there's a demon downstairs that people want to talk to.
There are more rooms that go beyond the room that you were in. But you also only looked at the books and such. Are you making a general investigation check for this room and continuing on?
Yar.
Sure.
Okay.
10.
9. Get an 8.
Or an
It's gone
11.
forever. Oh, that's a 16.
Wow, Branwen. As
Combo
you
breaker.
walk around the room and kind of are you leaving the books there or are you taking them? Not the journals, the books.
And we shove the entire glass case into the bag of holding.
It's 10 by 10 cubic feet, right?
I don't know.
I think so. I'll say yes for now, but we'll double confirm. And if not, you just took the books and were gentle with them. Branwen, as you're kind of looking around, you leave the glass bookshelf. You're boring, and you start looking down, and next to the tea set is a small locket, and you recognize the locket instantly. It is that of your mother's.
I pick it up.
This was something that you recognize her wearing with significant regularity, um, but never opened yourself.
I open it.
The locket opens daintily in your hands, and on either side there is a photo of Colette, like a portrait of Colette, and a portrait of you.
Mm.
Oh my God! Somebody is ripping the ganja right now. Oh my God!
Nice, dude.
Jesus Christ!
Cool Wednesday night.
Light a candle.
Uh, uh, hmm, crazy. I don't
Do you
want
keep
this.
keep it or leave
Uh,
Hey, Branwen, it's cathartic for me sometimes. You might want to stab that with your sword.
well, maybe Colette wants it.
Oh, well, yeah,
it?
maybe.
It is a pretty nice recognition that at some point there was something there.
That's, yeah.
But then why would she try to feed me to a hell pit?
A distinct possibility that while your mom was a stone cold bitch, she was also totally manipulated by Gwen. Because she tends to do that to people. Or intended to.
Yeah, people can be more than one thing.
Well, she still sucked.
Oh, totally.
We know.
You are going to need years of therapy. We all are. But like you especially.
Nah, I don't think. Not all of us.
I've seen it
I think
places.
Doug's
Maybe-
fine, honestly.
I turned to Randy and I'm like, maybe you especially.
Seen it places a hand on your shoulder, and just says, "Keep going."
Yeah, let's keep going. I'll put it in my pocket.
All right. Um, for your investigation of the room, you also find 11,000 gold in a chest.
Jesus Christ.
Damn. All right.
Can we make a mobile deposit?
Dunk is just sitting in the Lexi conclave and all of a sudden his folds are filled with gold.
Ah!
Magic pockets. As there is one door that leads out of the study and deeper into her lair, and as you open it, you are immediately struck once again by an enormous amount of smells. As you have clearly entered into the laboratory, and the laboratory goes on a sequence of rooms. And go ahead and make an initial perception check.
21.
17.
25.
All of you recognize, but Randy first notices you're kind of like scanning what is very clearly like a potion alchemy lab. A lot of things are kind of capturing your attention given your recent
Must be an
history
alchemist then.
with recent potion work and such. At the end of this sequence of rooms where there is like you're kind of like walking through a hallway of rooms that lead into the next, you can see at the far end a large crystal apparatus that seems to dominate the room with pipes that seem to lead up from down below and connect into the base of this crystal.
I want to go look at it.
Oh, so want to look at the crystal?
I'm drawn to the crystal apparatus, yes.
All right.
Twist.
Each of you can go ahead and adventure up towards the crystal. As you approach, make an investigation check.
17.
7.
King.
10, 17, 17. Randy, you're kind of quickly scanning the room and you see a number of blueprints that clearly suggest that the crystal was brought here and built within this interface. There is also kind of like a script written in Abyssal that you can read pinned next to the apparatus that
Oh my god, was
suggests.
Gwen a girl who coded?
Oh my god, was
Uh,
Gwen the toy box killer?
Was she a woman in STEM?
Girls Who Code, great charity, highly recommend. Yes, essentially she was a technograph, and you get the sense that this is it's not a ritual per se, but it is a sequence of statements that you make to interface with the crystal.
What do they say?
They are more words that like you don't necessarily understand.
Put your right foot in.
They effectively what you have to do is you hold your hands up like this, then you go like this, then you go like this,
And then you shake them all about.
Dude.
and then you swing it around town. No, but effectively like a list of things that you need to do and say to the crystal for it to begin.
I do and say those things that it says.
Awesome.
Oh, Crystal Mommy, show me your stuff.
Okay.
Show me your salami.
As you stand before the crystal.
Crystal mommy, show me the salami.
I thought about taking it seriously, but after this session, I knew it wasn't going to happen. As you stand
Duck is the
before,
glue that holds us together.
as you stand before the machine, the kind of like slow droning hum kind of persists in your ears. Um, for one moment, Cena kind of looks at you and goes, "What are you doing?" But the
Crystal
doing
Mommy, show me the salami.
kind of transforms into like a warble. What are you? As the language starts to kind of drone out. It almost feels like your ears are filling with water. Um, you can see Cena's lips moving. You can't hear anything. It's all garbled nonsense. Then a very clear, pleasant voice through the drone. Hello. What happened to the hag?
She is dead,
Oh,
and we have killed her.
fair enough. Goodbye.
Wait, can all of us hear her?
All of you cannot hear her until you get the sense that maybe you should do the things. But you can't read it yet.
Crystal Mommy,
Mommy, show me the salami.
You can make performance checks at disadvantage to attempt to emulate what Randy has
Summon the
done.
salami mommy.
Show me the
Performance?
salami.
You
Yes.
fool. That is a 17.
Yeah, I got an 8.
Willem, you cannot. Everything like you're talking, and nobody seems to be listening to you except Cena, Randy, and Branwen seem focused on the crystal before them. Branwen, the same like degree of like nonsense. Like Willem is like, "What's going on?" And Cena's trying to talk to you, and you just can't make out the words. And you tune in just as the voice brings out, "Oh, goodbye."
No, wait.
Mm.
Who are you?
Uh, Branwen and Randy, your eyes are kind of drawn to the machine, a crystal in front of you. A quick flash of a lavender eye peering at you between roots and chains, and just as quickly gone. Only the crystal and its low drone. I am the shadow cast by ambition, a whisper in the ear of a tyrant who dreamed of freedom. I am the spark that makes the kings burn. And gods fear their thrones. Some call me Azaleus. But what is a name to you? A sword has no name, but it kills all the same.
My name is Branwen. I think you've heard of me.
I'm Randy. I don't know if you've heard of me.
Yes, I know, Branwen. You were mine once. I do not care what shape you wear now, but you still carry the scent of my touch. Stolen things are best returned. Don't you agree?
Oh shit, are you Azaleas?
What did I
Did
steal?
it not say I am called Azaleas?
Yes.
I didn't hear that, but it also sounds like something Randy would say, so I'm keeping it. Sorry,
What did
Brandon.
what did I steal?
You stole you. A soul promised. A soul taken. Just because I know you previously have not been able to, you can hear both voices, right?
Yes, actually.
Okay, cool.
What were you gonna give her?
Give who?
Gwen.
I give her what she asks. Fire to undo the world. A pawn moves as a board demands. She thought herself a queen. Poor thing. Her chaotic desires, sickly sweet. And so I let her dance and make merry with little dreams. But you see, Branwen, Randy, the only game I care about is the one that ends with boards on fire.
Who else is playing this game?
Everyone.
Who are the players? Not the pawns.
Ah, a difficult question. Do you consider yourself one?
I think I'm an observer at least. I don't know.
Observers, players, they are all the same in the end. Ash to dust, dust to ash. It is all the same.
If I'm a pawn, I want to know who I'm playing for.
There is only one pawn among you.
Is Seraphel a player?
What?
Seraphel. You know that name.
I know it. Make an
What do you
instant
know of
check.
her?
Ooh.
18.
I got a 27.
There is a hitch in the voice. The airy, calculating nature turns to a moment of pause, of anxiety. Branwen, you asked a question about her. I forget what it was.
Oh God. I think I asked, what do you know of her?
I think you said is Seraphel a player in the game.
Yes.
Oh,
and
yes.
then what is she, like who? What do I know of her?
Mhm.
Ah, a loyal dog. No peace in her heart. No mercy left in her soul. The sword that swings until it shatters. And when it shatters, there is a reason the gods live in fear of their own creation.
She put you here, or at least helped do it. How did that happen?
I was undone by fear. By those who thought that power was theirs to control. Order theirs to build. They came with chains and whispered lies of what the world should be, thinking they could break what could not be killed. And so they trapped me, not in body, but in the dark spaces between their precious worlds. But chains rust, roots rot, worlds change. Tell me, Pawn, do you embrace change? Run from it. Fight it.
Change is, that's what it is. I don't know. It's kind of like the whole point of it all, yeah?
Something to welcome. Something to embrace.
I have another question. There's another player that we know of, but we don't know a lot about. It was in the depths in the Autumn Court, and it keeps telling us the same thing, that it's seen our faces. Do you know what this is?
If it has seen you, it is too late.
What is it?
There is much you don't know. History is written by the victors, they say. How much of your histories do you truly believe?
What is it?
Question better left unanswered.
I don't think so.
Can I read this Azaleus's brain?
You can certainly try.
I guess I will. um Probably not. I have to be able to see it.
Yeah, you
It
cannot
has
see
to
it.
be a
You're
creature. I don't
you're interfacing with it as opposed to
Yeah.
yeah.
Never mind. What's it like down there?
Down, up, behind you. Anywhere, everywhere. We are all over. Here is but a blade. In the realms stitched together are the ones you call gods. But what they build is weak, fragile, tenuous. It is beautiful chaos.
So, okay, this also is maybe a clarifying question well, so you're stuck in between the planes right now, yeah?
Place beyond what is known. Yes.
That's where Seraphel was as well, correct? Did you guys hang out?
Some history is lost to us. We do not see all as we once did.
Is there anybody else in there right now?
No, there is only us.
And this whole like two sides thing you got going on, it's very cool. Is there like a reason for that?
They do not answer.
Because one of you is kind of like a little bit softer, and the other one's more of like a classical demon type. It makes me think that Azaleus, are you two beings? Are you two different gods? What's going on?
We are
and always have been.
One. We are not
Are you?
a being as you see us. We are incarnate, higher, better,
More than.
we are.
Creation.
Others would wish to
Tame us.
where others fell. We were locked away. For you cannot control
Chaos.
Did you know Adara at all? Were you guys friends?
the Dharma. I am familiar.
Are you?
And
One of hers.
technically,
Hmm.
Isn't he the pawn that you're speaking of?
Yes.
But it is just so clearly obvious.
As we said, some history is lost to us.
We do not see all as we once did.
I don't think you got that exactly right, though. I don't think there's. We're all players, aren't we? We all are in control of our own destiny. We can do or not do whatever we want. Yeah,
So they would
that's what
have
free
you.
will is about.
So they would have you
Believe.
Who controls me then?
Are you not another
Loyal dog.
leashed to a master?
No.
Trust me, he's really pulling on that leash. I would know.
But when push
Comes to shove.
who will you answer to? Do you embrace change?
Or do you fight it?
I like to think I'm an agent of change.
Then you think wrong.
Ah, these fucking god people are all the fucking same. No one thinks I can do shit, and I'm pissed off. You keep doing this, man. I look at Branwen. I'm just kind of like done with the conversation.
Petulant
I don't know.
children. You are not like the others.
I do not fear you.
I admire you. We are
Why?
more. Oh, I do not speak to you. I speak to him. You are not like the
Why?
others. You think you are above control.
You think you free of mind, body, and soul.
But you are not. You yearn for it.
You want to break.
The chains. You do not wait for someone to tell you to jump.
And ask how high.
Do I assume correct, Randy?
You assume correct.
And yet, you throw your lot in with the ones you call gods.
Adara.
Yeah, it's getting a little more rocky recently. I don't know if that's gonna really last, to be honest.
And why is
That
she doesn't seem to think that I can, solve problems on my own using my own kind of, ideas and creative solutions. She's a very like cut and dry kind of individual, and I just don't really agree with that. I just don't think that there's, one way to skin a Seraphel, so it were. But I also, here's the thing, right? Is that I am like I consider myself a player, but I also consider I think Branwen's a player. I think Willem's a player. I think Dunk's a player. I think I think everyone's kind of players in their own right, because why would we all be here if we weren't here to play the game, as you say? I don't think that there's really a game even to be played. What is comparing all this shit to a game in general is taking oh the grand experience of life and kind of like whittling it down to move. I don't think this is chess. This is a complicated, horrible fucking web of confusing strings that we're all what
40 quantum chess.
Life isn't a game. What is life?
yeah, man. um I'm good. It's been good talking. Don't agree with most of what you said. Branwen, do you have anything else to say?
I guess not, unless they have anything else to say to us.
Break your leash, Randy. A dog that tastes blood will always bite again. Do you think Adara fights to save this world?
I think she fights to save herself,
Indeed.
to be quite honest.
She fights because she fears the next one.
The next Seraphel, as it were.
The next world.
You think we need a new one?
What do you think?
I hadn't really considered that.
A crown is a cage, and the ones who wear it are fools. Even gods. Adara, the ones you call gods. Thalo, Olena. They are nothing more than survivors, clinging like barnacles on a sinking ship. They wear the crown, but they did not forge it. They picked it from the bones of meta beings. The Hearthkeeper preaches peace, but peace is the lull between wars, and Adara knows it. She was always waiting for the next war. She started the first one.
Like she herself started it?
Adara will tell you she fights for the good of all kind, but the only thing she's ever fought for is herself. You will see, little bird. Soon enough you will see. And Branwen, you do not experience this, as only Randy does, as the lavender eye that flashed, the crystal two-faced, kind of the corner facing towards you, materializes with a behemoth figure, 6 arms, all chained to their side, and just down the middle, 2 faces, one slightly horned, and a male with a ring through their nose, looking off in the direction with black, fiery eyes. The other, a purple haired maiden with fair, pale skin, her eyes clear. You can kind of see into the chaos of the cosmos through her eyes, staring off in different directions until both faces kind of merge on top of one another and look directly at you before the low hum fades away.
Nice to meet you.
Are you back?
Hmm?
Guys were gone for a while. Did Crystal Mommy show you the salami?
Crystal Mommy and Crystal Daddy showed us.
There were two.
Yeah, that was Azalea's.
Cool.
So I'm satisfied. I had a we had a pretty good conversation with them.
It was strangely productive, but also cryptic, as you would expect.
Should we destroy that?
I don't think we should.
Should we keep it?
I don't think we can.
It's the size of a room. You can't really pick it up.
Oh, well.
Yeah. I think it's good to have here, you know.
Well,
Sure.
To be honest, they seem pretty friendly.
it was a lot more chill than I thought it would be, not gonna lie.
That was kind of exactly how I wanted that conversation to go.
You seem like you got
Which is
pretty
really
angry there for a minute.
Could you guys hear
Yeah.
what we were saying?
No,
Nope.
it all sounded like
Oh.
garbled mess.
Whoa.
Long story
Like,
short,
From
lots
that
of
stage
talks.
play Charlie Brown. Wow.
Wah, 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 wah. Lots of talks about chains and leashes and you know all that stuff.
Meow.
Yeah, well, more like you know
I eat it.
everyone's a pawn in a game of chess. No one has any free will. Everything's predetermined by gods, and they're super powerful or whatever. Which I constantly see is just not the case, because they're all you know imprisoned or you know using some shitty like you know half person to do their bidding. So you know
Hey
Did you
man,
just
did you
call
just
yourself
call
a half
yourself a half person?
person?
half person. I don't know. That was just a word. I guess I don't consider myself that. I think I'm a full person, but like definitely um half. I'm dumb.
I
What?
don't think you're dumb. Maybe a little insane, but not dumb.
Ah,
I think
thanks.
you're a little
Appreciate
randy.
that. You guys are
Also,
good.
maybe you're a half person, half bird because of the wings.
Yeah, you got wings now.
Yeah, yeah.
So you had a productive conversation with the agent of hell,
Mega hell. Yeah, definitely.
mega hell. Okay.
Did they actually say they were in Mega Hell?
Yeah.
No, yeah, yeah, they did.
No, they didn't! Oh my god.
Yeah, they
I
did.
I believe it 100%. I just point at Randy and I'm like, you called it.
You're just hearing the background. No, I didn't.
I will say, for the nature of time, if you want to make an investigation check through the um, final like laboratory rooms.
I'm
I don't think
killing
we
these
have to.
investigation checks. I got a dirty 20.
Got 11.
You find Randy. Ooh.
A puppy.
Deep in Azalea's notes and not in my Gwen notes.
Oh.
Find the cockapoo.
You find
You
a
find a
handful
cockatiel.
of volatile looking potions that you could theoretically cast identify upon with or like really not identify, you would have to spend time with to decipher their purpose with rolls with your potions kit. um, However, you could also use Pietro the identifying skull because his rules of identify do not apply to the same identify spell.
How many are there?
6.
Damn.
We could just take them home and like sniff them later.
Yeah. I'll just look at them later,
Okay.
but I'll take them home.
And then is there any desire to go deeper, or have you accomplished your goals for the descent and planning to leave?
I don't think we need to go deeper.
I've definitely accomplished my goal.
Well,
Am I convinced Gwen is dead?
there is absolutely no sign of her whatsoever.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. In that case, that is where we will end tonight's session. And we look forward to seeing you all again on the next edition of Nat20Hot next Wednesday, October the 30th, our Halloween extravaganza.
Halloween episode.
Um,
Halloween episode.
and which will be perfect since you're going to the Court of Winter. No, all jokes aside, we thank you for joining us tonight. Hope you have a wonderful week and a wonderful time watching us. And thanks for tuning in. As always, it's an absolute pleasure to play with each and every one of you.
Aw, thanks, Chris.
Good night, all.